which is great news for everyone involved. But it's, you know what, it's one of those weird feelings. It has a lot of the feeling of the sort of the Rio Olympics in 2016, where on the face of it, you know that it's going to look absolutely incredible on TV. The shots of the amazing buildings here and everything else, but the actual experience, I imagine, for fans and also the media, but more importantly the fans, it's quite tough just because of the infrastructure. It's not quite on point. So, for example, today for the game, the shuttle bus for the fans drops them 2.5 kilometers away from the stadium, and then they make their own way there in the midday heat. And last night at the fan festival, I went there to watch Qatar play Ecuador. And while inside, it looked sensational, all these people enthralled by what Morgan Freeman was saying in the opening speech. But outside, it was just chaos. People trying to force their way in, security staff struggling to deal with the amount of people there. Eventually, they brought in the riot police and they shut the area down, asking everyone to sort of move on. But, you could see kids crying. I spoke to an England fan afterwards who had bruises down the side of one side of his body because he was pushed up against the fences. That's not ideal when you've had 12 years of preparation for this World Cup. So I think things will always improve. They definitely will. It's still early days. This is a country which wouldn't be used to the huge influx of tourism and people coming to watch the game. So there's always this sort of teething problems, but it'll end up being an amazing World Cup to watch. But I think early doors, definitely a few issues to sort out.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's get some predictions then from you before we go. Big day tomorrow. Starts very early, bright and early. Make sure you're with us after the first game, which is Argentina against Saudi Arabia. A few have Argentina going all the way this time. It looks as though it will be Lionel Messi's last World Cup. What do you guys reckon? An easy win for Argentina, or might there be some stumbles there?
Well, listen, in terms of Argentina, Kay, you know how we have discussed this, and obviously Lionel Messi, he said it in his press conference today, how he feels absolutely fantastic. He doesn't know if this is the best version of Messi, but I may disagree. Just so everything that he offers to this Argentinian side, they're gonna destroy Saudi Arabia. Come on, they're just an absolute force. Haven't lost a game in 35, 36 matches, the Copa America champions. But I have them until the semifinals. But I have Argentina winning. I would say, well, taking in mind, if they saw what the England did to Iran, I feel like Argentina might want to prove a point here. Maybe like 5-1, I say.
5-1. Wow. What have you got, Tom?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think they're going to ease through this one. I've actually got them down to win the whole tournament. I just think the stars are aligning here. It's got to be Messi's time. I think the priority for them, to be honest, as we talked about earlier, is try not to get any bookings and those sort of needless suspensions. Avoid those with tougher opponents down the line, and also avoid injuries. But I expect them to ease through that one comfortably, 4-5-0, I imagine.
Yeah. Kay, you're not getting out of this. What do you think?
No, I'm not getting out of it. I think it's going to be a good start for Argentina. I think we're going to have a lot of good things to say about the bright and early in the morning.
We don't get paid enough for that, Kay. Can't believe we're getting that early. That's ridiculous.
Let's do these next ones quickly then. Also in Group C, we've got Mexico against Poland. Have you got a winner in that one, Luis?
That's really tough. And like we were talking in our predictions episode on how I have Mexico getting out of this.
Far too optimistic for Mexico.
I know. Usually it's because historically in qualifiers, when they do awful, they actually show up in the tournament. But, Mexican media, Mexican fans, it's the usual dose of pessimism and anger at Tata Martino. It's tough. It's tough to watch. But Poland are very reactive. They're not as good as many, Chile, they just played Chile, who are completely in transition right now. I'm still relying on Vidal and Alexis Sanchez, and they only lost just 1-0, and they were much better than Poland. I see Mexico winning this just by the skin of their teeth, 2-1, I think.
Tom's not having it.
No, I'm not sure. I just think, I went to go and see Lewandowski the other day. He's got that sort of look in his eyes. He means business. I reckon Poland might just come through this. I think it'd be tight, though. It's the sort of thing where I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw, but I'm not going to sit on the fence, so I'm going to go for Poland 2-1.
Yeah, Kay, I just want Matty Cash to do the business. What do you think?
Yeah, I've got Poland out too as well, Luis. Denmark and Tunisia and France and Australia. Okay, Denmark and Tunisia, guys. Luis?
Well, you know what I think about Denmark, Kay Mari. To me, Denmark are going to win this group. I love them.
Both thinks they're going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole thing, but They will go far. They will go far. And this was before France's issues. This was before Karim Benzema and Nkunku and Paul Pogba and Kante. Denmark are a force. They're collectively great. Christian Eriksen, so great to see him playing again. But they're young, they're experienced, they're talented. I love them. So, if they're playing Tunisia, which are very good collectively for this African side, North African side, but I still see Denmark winning this. I think it'll be obviously a game of chess, so to speak, until Tunisian legs get a little bit tired. 2-0 to Denmark.
Tom?
Yeah, completely agree. I went to go and see Eriksen on Saturday, I think. We got a piece with that, which has just gone live on ESPNFC.com. And I really think that they will go far, and I think they'll come through this pretty comfortably. I think Denmark look a fantastic unit. They've got a really, really good manager, good players. And I think they'll probably come through this pretty comfortably, 3-0 or so.
Okay.
Tom is our friend of the stars, guys. Make sure to go and check out these.
Look at him dropping names left, right, and center.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.